Good morning. This is Doc. Just reaching out to everybody because we are living in a very unique time, right? If you looked at the news yesterday, there was chaos, there was a protest. If you've looked at the last year, right, we started off with a pandemic, and then we started off with election chaos, and then protesting, and then people standing up for different rights, and then election chaos again, and then the vaccination stuff. And there's just one thing after another after another. In the midst of it all, right? How do we stay sane? How do we move forward into 2021 without losing our stuff? Well, the first thing you have to do is understand, right, that everything that's happening didn't catch God in particular by surprise. So, on one hand, that can tick us off because we're like, God, why didn't you prevent it? But on the other hand, we can have peace because the Bible does tell us, if you believe in the Bible, right, that in the end times, things will get worse. And so you can kind of see things unfolding. So that's one thing to remember. The other thing is, look, I'm 55 and I have had many presidents in my lifetime. The first one I can remember is Richard Nixon, right? And of course, the last one is President Donald Trump. And then whoever, the next president-elect, President Biden. Some presidents I've really liked. Some presidents I didn't like. Some people I thought were going to destroy our nation and our world, and some I thought weren't. Some had good morals, some had bad morals. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff going on, right? And you can get caught up in it and you can really get upset. You can really get aggravated no matter where you are in this political spectrum. But one thing remains the same. God is still in control, right? And so when a president is elected, we do the best we can to support that president. Doesn't mean we have to agree with everything, right? We may not agree with anything. But what we do need to do is we need to pray and we need to show respect. We need to pray and show respect. And then if we have to do something, we use the system that we have to try to do the best we can. There's a lot we can do, no matter if you agree or disagree, right? You should be vocal in what you do, right? I have the privilege of being involved in an addiction treatment center, right? And we get to help a lot of people battling addiction. I have the privilege of being involved in a Bikers Against Trafficking, where we fight for people who are being trafficked, especially sexual trafficking, right? And we really fight for people's rights. We fight for them to have healing, a place to live, right? And we make it our passion. So we get involved no matter who the president is, no matter what's going on. If you get focused in on the big picture of everything, it can be overwhelming, right? You have to focus really in on helping one person. If you help one person, then, you turn around and help another, and then you help another, and then you help another, and you stay optimistic, right? And you move forward. And if you feel like you need to do something, do it in an optimistic way. Do it to help something, right? A lot of people want to complain, and complaining doesn't get us anywhere, no matter where you are, right? If you have something against somebody, or if you have something against the system, you can't just say, look, I don't like something. You need to be able to say, I don't like this, and here's some suggestions, or you work for positive change, right? We can be great positive agents of change. It's really important as we go through 2021 to not let the circumstances of life, all those external things, overwhelm us. Otherwise, we're going to be these aggravated people. And no one wants to be an aggravated person, right? It just bleeds out. It affects everybody. It ruins our day. We want to have hope and optimism. We want to move forward with purpose and clarity as best we can. And we want to do the best we can today. So, in the midst of everything, here's some real practical things you can do. Number one, stop watching the news, right? If you got to check in to see what's going on, check in and then check out, right? Stop listening and reading all the things on social media, right? Because people in one hand have a can of gas and in the other hand they have a can of water. And they're going to pour either gas or water on anything that happens. They're going to make it better or they're going to make it worse. So pick and choose what you're listening to. Be very, very careful, right? Because what sells in journalism is pouring the gas, right? Making something bigger or even worse than what it really is. And sometimes that's bad enough. So be choosy as to what you watch, right? Try to take in good things and push away the bad things. Get a journal. Write about how you're feeling, right? Write a letter to someone, write a letter to God, write a letter to someone that you care about, and process. Don't just eat it or stick it deep inside of you, because that's going to get to you, right? You're not going to send these letters or mail them, but you're going to process the best you can, right? So that's a great way. Exercise, get active, get out in nature, walk around, take some deep breaths, meditate, right? Do some things that help with the plasticity of the brain, that put us in a better place, a better mood, that heal our brain, right? At the end of every day, write down 3 amazing things that happened today. One of them might be, well, I breathed today. Well, that's an amazing thing. Keep focused so that throughout the day you're looking for something good that happened versus something bad. If you start focusing on all the bad, pretty soon that's all you see. But if you teach yourself at the end of every day to write down the positive things, then your brain starts to tell you, look for the positive things. And at the end of every day you write them down and you become more positive. The next thing is if you have faith, really sink into it. If you don't have faith, whatever is your worldview, whatever stabilizes you, sink into that. We got to have this stability. For me, it is my faith, right? My faith in God gives me peace in all things because I truly believe nothing surprises him. And it helps me navigate through this life. Doesn't mean I don't get aggravated at some things because I don't understand, but it means ultimately I trust God, even though I still don't understand. The other thing is find something to do, a hobby, an activity, something you enjoy that brings you fun, that makes you laugh. Have some goodness in your heart. A lot of times we take life so serious and it becomes so overwhelming and we become these crusty people. Find time to laugh. Look, we will navigate through 2021. We'll figure it out. We'll get through the vaccine. We'll get through the virus and we'll come out on the other side. But as we do so, each day, choose optimism and choose hope. Remember, together we can truly change the world. Now look, if you know somebody that needs this message, send it to them. Let's encourage one another, right? We can do this. Have a great day. Doc out.